The European Union has been accused of double standards over its position on Northern Ireland by a leading Eurosceptic, as Brexit talks between the UK and Brussels remain on the brink. Brexiteer Daniel Hannan has taken aim at the EU and insisted if trade barriers between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland would undermine the Good Friday Agreement, then barriers between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK would break the 1801 Act of Union. Under the current terms of the Brexit withdrawal agreement, Northern Ireland will continue to enforce the EU's custom rules on trade beyond the transition period, while the rest of the UK will not. The arrangement, known as the Northern Ireland Protocol, ensures there will be no need for a hard border down the Irish Sea. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has this week tabled a controversial bill to change the protocol agreed in the Brexit deal in January, which has prompted a furious backlash from EU officials and his own MPs. However, Mr. Hannan, a former Tory MEP, argued the current arrangement in the withdrawal agreement is already flawed and contradicts Article 6 of the 1801 Act of Union. The Act states Great Britain and Ireland should be entitled to the same privileges in respect to trade, manufacturing and navigation in all ports and places in the UK. Mr. Hannan wrote on Twitter, "Is it really credible to claim that trade barriers between Northern Ireland and the Republic would breach the Belfast Agreement but that trade barriers between Northern Ireland and Great Britain would not? For what it's worth, trade barriers between GB and NE seem to me to constitute a clear violation of Article 6 of the 1801 Act of Union, arguably a far more serious breach of law." The government put forward the legalization to change the protocol this week despite admitting it would break international law. European Commission Vice President Maros Sefcovic accused the government of an extremely serious violation. Downing Street insists the measures are simply a legal safety net to protect the Good Friday Agreement and the Northern Ireland peace process. Mr. Johnson has set a deadline of October 15 for an agreement to be reached, before the UK walks away from the negotiating table. Leaders in the European Parliament said they would not agree to a trade deal if the withdrawal agreement is changed.